Welcome. This is Jerry Wolf, head of wardrobe for Sarasota Ballet, and I'm here to talk about an upcoming ballet we're doing called Danses Concertantes by Sir Kenneth Macmillan. The costumes are really fascinating, so I'll get into a little background on the piece and then we'll talk about perhaps how the costumes evolved. Kenneth Macmillan choreographed this in 1955, so he was very young. It was one of his first ballets that were more than just an exercise. This was a real studied ballet for him. And it had the distinction of 1955 being a complete departure from the more classical tones of ballet at the time. It's a Stravinsky music. It's very fast and perky, and all the movement is very sharp and articulated, and there's no particular plot to the ballet. It's just a feast of color and line. The designer for the piece, he hired Nicholas Georgiadis, who was an established designer at the time for ballet, but he wanted to go crazy with the ballet, and he wanted very bright colors, lime green, yellow, blue. This was a huge departure from other ballets you'd have seen in the time. And it was a celebration of the young dancers of 1955, the upcoming, the really more athletic, really proficient, technique-wise dancers. And so the designer kind of went for youth, and then he had sort of a jazz age, spirit put into the clothes. So there's sort of abstract. He designed the background as well, the drop in the back, which is very late 50s, abstract, jazz age, color, all just dripping. And into the clothes, he designed these little articulated arrows and lines, and no particular reference to any one thing, just fun. And then there were hats created for different characters. So for the lead lady, she wears a hat with a bird on top, an eagle or whatever that is. And for the ballet, the dancers completely cover their hair with a wig cap, and this is their entire head. It looks like a wig, but and a hat at the same time. And then for a man, for example, this would be the lead man, has this triangular thing. So it's not referencing anything in particular. It's just adding more humor and sort of free spirit to the ballet. It's very funny in places. The lines in the men's unitard are very specific. They kind of candy cane around the legs and arms, and then the arrows, and then it's really excellent. The only departure that I could tell in researching the piece was that the original core women, there's 6 core women who resemble these ladies that are the leads, wore tutu in 1955, a fluffy kind of tutu with a bodice similar to these 2 ladies. But that was dropped when it was revived at some point later on, and they just added skirts like these 2 lead ladies. For the ballet, the challenges for my department are we have to paint shoes to match every color group. So there are 2 orange men later on, so I have to paint a bunch of orange shoes. The solo boy is in bright yellow, so we painted yellow shoes. These are all colors. They have to be mixed. The orange takes several different colors in combination to create the exact match to the fabric of the unitards. This group, this ballet, is on loan to us from the Royal Ballet, and this is a more recent build or update of it. They rebuilt it fairly recently. They're in excellent condition. They're a joy to work with, and it was fun fitting them. The dancers love them. So it really allows complete articulated movement in every joint of the body. There's no inhibition from the costume whatsoever. It's gonna be fun.